Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Let's Play series for Solasta, Crown of the Magister. I am S.A.N, and when we last left off, we had started trying to recruit the other orc tribes into helping us overthrow Arrok, and try and get the Gem of Evocation out of him. So we have two quests now to find. We did one of them, which was a trial by combat. I'm not entirely surprised for it because there's few things as fitting for negotiating with orcs as there is a trial by combat. Julius won that with relative ease. Now we have two other things, which is to find the old queen, which we need to bring back some sort of holy axe that's apparently in her lair. And we have to go through the Red Scar Grate to enter the Pinnacle Necropolis and bring back a key, which is apparently buried there with the Emperor. So I don't know which is which, but we have two markers here. So basically my plan was to go through this door we haven't gone through yet and see if we can find whichever one it is. I don't know which one it is. There we go. Let's loot that over here. But we need to go through there. We need to get to both of them anyway, so I don't think it matters which one we do first. Yes. All right. Okay, that looks like spider webbing. Those are some pretty big webs. Well, we've dealt with giant spiders before. I suppose this is the axe. Probably too good to be true. Yeah. Velvet mask. All right. I presume that means we have to go this way. Now, a thing to remember about giant spiders, because we've encountered them a few times at this point, is these webs. They can, if they're on one of those webs, or at least a web attached to it, they can sense the vibration through it, each web. So that's a way of alerting where you are. These webs look red. These ones do not look red, so I think we're dealing with another one of those crimson spiders, probably a bigger one this time, I imagine. Yeah, so this is going to be some sort of Shelob-style Spider Queen, which probably means she's not going to be alone. I've never really seen a massive female spider in any video game ever that did not have some spawn that could assist her in a fight. Right, so that's just a wall. The walls fade sometimes when you get really close to them, so you can see through on the other side. I know why they're trying to do it, but it is confusing at times. Alright. Alright, we should be able to get back up from there. What's this way? Yeah, see, I see egg sacs in those webs right there. Just under being encumbered. I'm pretty sure we have to actually kill the spider, or the old queen, which I'm pretty sure is a spider at this point. I think that's the point of this. We're supposed to be, they're testing us to see if we can be actually of any use. And I do not see us being able to just, steal the axe and then leave. I don't think that's the point of this. Okay. Well, this looks like a fitting boss arena. I'm not entirely sure if there's any point to us actually lighting all of these or not. Might just be for a light source, but I'm doing it anyway. Oh, wrong button. Alright, menu. Oh, in case anyone's wondering, I have actually my window open at the moment this time while during this recording because it's a really nice day and I like having some fresh air. That might mean you can hear some background noises a bit more than normal from outside. Oh, I actually am encumbered. Alright. Let's just hand that off. That'll be enough for the moment. Alright. Well, as the saying goes, this is a great place for an ambush, but I think I've used that one already. I've used it probably several times. What is Julius doing? He's walking along the... That's probably the worst thing you could do in this situation. It also gets you really close to the lava. Alright. Let's proceed. And here as far as we can. Oh, I saw it. There they are. These fire spiders. Alright. Oh. Say spiders and pause in this game? It is pause. Alright. Let's just get this started. Ray of Frost with advantage. Yep. Yes, they are vulnerable to coal. I remember that. Alright. Leap over here. Alright. I don't see Mom, so should probably try and be a little careful here. And here I thought spiders were supposed to be perceptive. Did that work? Is he... That's what I tried to say. It did, yeah. Alright. Kebra, we kind of need to keep you alive. So, yeah, Ray Frost. Well, yeah. 40. Actually, yeah. Cast Expedition Tree on yourself. We might need to have you run around a fair bit to keep you out of harm's way. Alright, Owie, you don't really have much in the way of cold, do you? Oh, you do have Ice Storm. That's probably a bit of a waste for this, though. Alright. Not quite level 10 yet. $24. Alright. Zaya. I'm pretty sure that one's out of range for everybody. Alright, you do not have any cold spells. So, let's go for Sacred Flame. They're not immune to radiant damage. That's fine. They're bound to find us eventually. But let's just have you move over here away from everyone else. Alright, that's our surprise round used up. Julie's gonna nail that one. 30 points of damage with a cantrip. Beautiful. I love to see that. Somehow, he's still managing to remain hidden. Not using action surge on this. $40 points of damage. Oh, I'm loving this. Alright, that one's going to be relatively hard to hit. Alright, that's 2 spiders dead. I really don't know why I'm having her fly over there. I just like the idea of these tiger drakes being able to fly in and bite things. Can you even see any of these things now? Alright, you can see that one. Now, let's go for something a bit bigger. Let's go for a guiding bolt. Alright, that hit. Let's have the wolf join the fun over here. Alright, now what can I see? Target is out of range. I can't see the target. Alright, so I do have to move. Alright, let's go here. Ooh, good damage. Alright, so you move up there. Ray Frost, because it will come into view at some point. There we go. Alright, can you... No, can't see the target. Still cannot see the target. Alright. Raise Sacred Flame. Alright, your bite attack, I'm pretty sure the wolf's not going to be doing much in this fight. Back here now. Still have Ray of Frost attacking advantage. Critical hit on top of vulnerability. That's what I like to see. Just ready your crossbow, because I'm pretty sure Cabra and I are about to finish this thing off. Alright, there we go. Alright. Let's cross to the far side of this chasm. He's taking the most circuitous route he can. Alright. We'll find a use for that eventually, I assume. More dead bodies. Fewer webs, though. Oh.
It's a big, deep spider. This is insane. Let's go back.
I'd rather kill all the orcs in that damn volcano that walked out this spider pit in the pitch dark.
There has to be a way.
Okay. That sounds like video game speech for don't fight this thing in the dark. Presumably that's what all these braziers here are for. Oh dear. Move, 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 move. Oh. What? No, I didn't. Okay. We seem to be given quite a bit of leniency. How are we getting that one? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to... Alright. Oh, wait, you need to... Oh. She's already... She reverted for the cutscene, I guess. You're pretty stealthy. Yeah, there's another one up. No, that's lava rock. Okay, we need to be really, really, really careful with this. Flame. Okay, that worked. I assume that's what that flaming arrow was for. Or, you know, having just fire bolts. I don't see anything else that way. Yeah, so it hates light, which makes it living in a volcano a pretty unusual choice. Lava gives off light as well as heat. Alright, as far as I can tell, that's all the braziers I can see at the moment. Alright. Yeah, let's save. And if we need more light... we can always conjure more. Alright, what's the biggest thing that we can hit this thing as to start off a surprise round? Why can't I do it? Oh, I see. Kind of cool. That's... Alright. Zaya! This thing hates light. Let's give it some... Okay, she's a legendary resistance to succeed. So she barely took any damage, but she did take damage. So she's not resistant to fire or radiant. Alright. Cabra, what do you have? Yeah. Let's have you focus on the daylight spell. Alright. I'm going to save Cone of Cold for when she comes in close. I've saved those to my other spell slots, so let's go for a 4th level magic missile on Mom. Haha. Alright. Ooh, a critical hit. And a miss. Yeah. Alright. Spike growth. That'll do. Yeah, she's surprised. They're all surprised. Oh, there's more of them. Alright. No, every time we cast Wall of Fire, something goes wrong. Let's go for a Guiding Bolt. Ah! I'm blinded by her own daylight spell. Fortunately, Zaya hit. Her perception is terrible. I guess that's the point of setting all the lights in braziers was. I guess the acid arrow is the next best thing she can do. Yeah. Oh, hit. Did fair damage, and I'll do a bit more next turn. Yeah, I don't have that many good 4th level spells at the moment prepared, so I'm just going to do another 4th level magic missile. Some damage that she cannot ignore. And as nice as it would have been to have the Guiding Bolt for Julius, this will be fine. He still has advantage. Yeah, the crossbow's not the best for him. Alright. She's going to be coming this way, I suspect, so let's get ready for some melee weapons. Okay. I'm not sure what she's doing. Oh, there's a lot of these things. Alright. Oh, they have disadvantage to hit us. The light is working. Alright. Alright. No longer hidden, unfortunately, but let's go for a high level inflict wounds. There we go.
Once more, we prevail.
That's one down at least. What? Cannibal. Okay. She sucked 20 hit points out of one of her babies. Alright, so we need to kill them off. Can't quite. Alright. Okay, we get a bit closer. Yeah, can you kill that one? I don't want her doing that again.
A good kill, as they say.
There we go. Alright. Can't ignore her babies then, but I think we knew that already. Alright, they don't have too many hit points. So I guess this is the nearest one? Yeah. It did good damage. Alright, yeah, we're gonna take a round off from shooting at her to try and kill her babies. As wrong as that sounds. There we go. Alright, we've taken out half of them already. And you know what? Yeah, now's a good time for action search. Cannot see this target. Should be able to see that one if he moves. Okay, let's go up. Alright, you can see this one. Just ready to bite attack. That's basically all you can do. Cannot see that target. Alright. No. Ready her flame. Oh, annoying bee, apparently. I guess it is the longest ranged one. Too much is happening all at once. It's interfering with her AI. Oh, okay, that one hit. All right. Yeah, we have to worry about legendary actions now. Okay. Alright, there's one spider left. Let's get some high ground. Third level magic missile. Yeah. Okay, at least you can't do that twice in a row. Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry, Julius. We can handle the last of this thing. The spider. There we go. Alright. She's out of babies to eat now. She's almost dead. Yeah, it's probably a waste to do too much here. Magic attack with advantage, and yeah. Let's give Julia some healing. Alright. Zaya, let's finish her off. Level 2 guiding bolt to do it. Alright.
I promise I'll never scoff again at anything is possible in the Badlands.
At least we got it.
Yep.
Hopefully that means another orc tribe behind us. You really want to give up this axe? Look at it. It's a masterpiece.
Tiamari and Smiths were just as good as the elves of Manacala.
This axe is fantastic.
I say we keep it.
The gem's more important. But to get that, we need to give the axe to Bladefang.
Yeah. Oh, we leveled up. Spider Queen Venom. Alright. That's all. And that seems to be that. Alright. Let's go back. Give the axe to Bladefang, apparently is his name. Rest and level up, and then we'll move on to the Red Scar Gate. Oh, I'm a parent. Oh, right, because I have the axe, presumably. Alright, what does this thing do? Yeah, it's quite valuable. One second. I'm just curious, mostly. Can I identify this thing? Apparently not. Oh well, it's fine. That was mostly just for my own curiosity more than anything else. Well, I hope all the arachnophobes in my audience were fine with that. Yeah, I don't blame you for being afraid of that spider. Well, at least you're able to deal with it. The spitting ones were worse. Yes. I'm not sure what the rest everyone else is doing. Alright, if I remember correctly, it's the one on the... Yeah, it's the one on the left, right? His name is Rodolph. Maybe it's Rodolph Bladefang. Maybe it's his surname or tribe name. doesn't matter.
Rocket back with the ox. Have the...
Here it is, your holy axe.
I knew it was real. It is magnificent.
Hopefully you'll be able to have a chance to get it to good use.
Made Blade Fang more powerful.
Oh, Blade Fang's probably the tribe.
We follow you against Arrok.
There we go. 2 down, 1 to go. Now can we trade with you guys? Yes, we can. Okay. Orc Beastmaster. No, hang on a second. Suncloud tribe. I'm very confused. Alright, I don't need these. Probably don't need most of this stuff. Oh, we got barely anything from that. We're fine. We're good on potions. Alright. Yes, this is the important part. Yes, we'll take a long rest here, level up, and then go help the other group. The one who wants the key. With the erudite book reading orc. Alright, 5th level spells. Arcane lore, you can add your proficiency bonus to the number of spells you can memorize. You also learn 2 additional cantrips from the wizard spell list. Oh, that's right, level 10 you get an extra one anyway. What do we need at this point? Alright, I'm going to get Shocking Grass because you can use that to get out of melee, so that's good. Temporary hit points for 1 minute, that's not very good. Alright, True Strike is usually completely useless, but I'm going to take it anyway because there's not much choice here. I'll take Dancing Lights and True Strike, there we go. Alright, 3... No, we already had 5th level spells, that's right. Sorry, I forgot. I was getting ahead of myself. Alright, what more do we need here? Don't like Dominate Person. I don't like Cloud Kill. And Mind Twist causes a massive psychic damage to all creatures around you. And alright, that sounds useful. And since that's all the 5th level spells, let's look at the lower level ones. Is there anything I missed, really? No, that's not good. This is really annoying. No necromancy. No hentai spells. Stone Skin has a really... Yeah, that's why I don't like it. I have a scroll at the moment. Phantasma Killer, maybe. If I can't think of anything else. I still have 2 spells. Haste might be useful. We do have a good fighter, and that's... Yeah, we're looking at a bunch of the... lower level spells here at the moment. Alright, I know I just sold off Fog Cloud, but actually isn't a terrible spell to add to my spellbook, so I'm gonna get that. And let's get grab protection from energy, maybe. Resistance isn't a terrible idea. Oh, haste is good too. No, haste. Haste is a very powerful spell when you have a good fighter like Julius, so... Yeah, those. Shared pain is reaction to the damage inflicted to the druid or the kindred spirit can be shared equally among both. Alright, that's probably going to come in handy. Alright, you get a new cantrip. What is good range? Because range is what you suck at the moment. Venomous spike. Well, that'll do. Divine intervention. Okay, we now have access to the really overpowered cleric ability. This might not be a bad idea. Also, I know that one, so. I think, for the most part, this is the last cantrips we got. And Julius, you're going to get 10 more hit points. Ooh, additional fighting style. Alright, so what fighting style did I... Must have been defense for, like, armor or something. Really no other weapons. Unit plus... Yeah, I mean, he basically... that could be good, too. But the rest of these aren't very good. He basically does duel for all its purposes. He has a shield and he has an axe. Let's get that. Alright, so I can prepare 19 spells now. Hey! We're getting up to where I can in our campaign. Alright. I should be able to prepare most of my spells then. That'll be nice. Alright. No. I will keep knock prepared now, because I can. I like having sleep prepared, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to come in handy. Well, if I can't find anything else, I will. Oh, Ice Storm. Yeah, why not? We'll keep Ice Storm prepared. Do I want to try Mind Twist? Yeah, let's give that a try. It's a new spell. I tried that before and it didn't work. I can give it another try, I suppose. Alright, let's unprepare sleep and let's prepare haste and identify creature. Owie! You've only gotten one more spell, obviously. Trace conjure animal. Yeah, conjure animal's not bad. Neither is conjure elemental. Yeah, those are fine. I want plus. Shield of Faith is not very good because it's concentration, unlike Mage Armor. Oh, yeah, and she has protection from energy too. Well, it's a niche thing, so it'll be fine. Insect Plague is a pretty good damage dealing spell. Then again, we can also have Raise Dead. The thing is, we have the crown for that, so... I don't know what's the idea. Alright, I might regret that at some point. That's fine. Alright. Save. Because reaching a new level is always a big deal. Oh, that's right. We don't have the summoned wolf at the moment. Ah, we'll resummon him. It's fine. Might as well keep arguably one of Owie's best class features in use. Oh, so many spells. All right. Let's go find that key. probably no point in us being stealthy here. We killed everything on the way in. Alright. Where are we off to now? Presumably the way we didn't go before. Well, we'll be able to make a start on this, at least. Let's go. All right.
I think that's the necropolis.
Orcs don't go there? I really can't.
Undead's probably gonna be the reason why.
Let's go find this key.
Alright, from here on out, we need to be cautious. Arrok's orcs could be in here, plus, you know, the obvious undead. That will be in every single necropolis in Dungeons & Dragons ever. Alright, what does this say? In memory of the 17th, 18th, and 19th Iron Legions, treachery slain in the forest of... Hey, I was reading that. In the forest of Cothlin by rebel elves, they shall be avenged. The Sylvan elves will be brought to heel, and their forest shall be destroyed, except for one tree, where the bodies of leaders shall be hung eternally for their crimes. This we swear. Okay! Any other really pleasant stuff? In memory of the Malorian Ethrol of House Ethrol in this city, who rose to become overseer of grain for the province of Afondoir. He was murdered by a dwarf slave. Take warning and trust not. Okay. Lots of really bad elven history here, I guess. In memory of Galatheriel Amenethion, why are these names so long? Lady of the House of Amenethion and beloved mother, raised by her grieving son, who was kept from the funeral by his duty in the Hypheranus. He vows to raise a monument to her from the bone of Sylvan rebels. Okay, apparently the Sylvan elves were rebels against this empire. And very effective ones based on all these dead bodies. Oh, this one's so long. Alright, in memory of Emperor Lathar Erlin, first of his name, who reigned from the year 1773 until 2117 and oversaw the glorious expansion of the empire, subjugating the rebel elves of the forest, the dwarves of the Western Mountains, and the halflings. Hero of the Forest of Flames, where he slew more than 100 rebels with his own hands. I suspect that's something to do with that other one. Treacherously slain by a rebel arrow during the advance of Cothalan. It's not treachery when you're on the opposite side. To his queen, Sephanala, and his son, Prince Kielan, both treacherously murdered on the orders of usurper Emperor and false Emperor Rithyon Therion. Sounds like Therion from our campaign. Who seized the throne. I have a feeling there'll be a lot of angry elven ghosts in here. Maybe some banshees. A memory of Larathar Illirin, Prince of the Blood and Governor of the North, who fell in battle against the savage snow dwarves of the northern mountains. In his name, they will be conquered. I'm sensing a pattern here. A memory of Fathiel Morvanian, Prince and General, who gave his life for the glory of the Empire and the crossing of the Phalafin River in the first year of the Eastern Campaign. His body rests with his comrades in arms, and those of his hometown remember him. Alright. Lots of elven heroes of this empire have been buried here.
That's a change of mood.
Fantastic. It's like travelling back in time 1,000 years.
Well, it still stinks of sulfur. We have our answer. This isn't just any tomb.
Yeah, it's a damned Imperial Slaver's tomb.
We know. This one was Laethar Erlin, first of his name.
In the middle of the Badlands and not in the capital city? That's weird.
It might have been displaced during the Cataclysm and sunk down here.
I would have expected something bigger, fancier. Maybe he was a modest emperor, if such a thing's possible.
I think there have been modest emperors throughout history.
Next to the city. Let's go.
Alright. I guess we'll be finishing up with this episode up with a history lesson. Because I am curious who these other ones are.
Prince Keelan, firstborn.
His son? Never got to be emperor. Died too soon.
Murdered, most likely. Happy families and all that. Let's go.
Queen Seifinala, dearest wife and mother.
Cute.
Show some respect.
Slavers, the whole lot of them.
No, that's most Imperials. Empires usually are not. They're usually too big to be run with just voluntary workers.
So far, this looks more like a museum than a crypt.
Mm-hmm.
Manakana
Right.
custom. The tombs of the powerful have a hall of honor before the burial chamber.
It's a map of the Manakalan Empire. It must be 1,000 years old, maybe more. So, they really did rule the world. This is invaluable. I should compare it to our own map.
Anyone got any parchment and charcoal? We can take rubbings.
Cord of wood. I've been there and there's nothing but an old statue. The map shows an outpost.
Maybe it's buried, like this city.
Let's put that on our map. Maybe someday we can go check it out.
Yeah, that sounds worthwhile looking into. Alright, and before this massive door into the actual crypt is where we're going to call it for today. Because we're almost at the hour mark. And this seems like a good place to stop for the day. Before we get into the meat of this necropolis. I imagine lots of undead on the other side of those doors. So, we did a good job today. We got the axe. We've recruited another orc tribe. We've reached 10th level. So, thank you for watching, everyone. Please remember to like and subscribe. And please join me here again next time as we continue our adventures in the Pinnacle of Fire, as we explore this necropolis to find the key we need to recruit the last orc tribe to try and overthrow Arrok and claim the Gem of Evocation. We'll be taking care of that next time, hopefully. Goodbye, everyone.